Hi everybody, my name's Michelle. I'm the Crazy Homemaker, and I'd like to do a little something different tonight. One of the things I like to do, which is why I call myself crazy, is I like to dowse. Oh, what's a dowse? What does dowse mean? Well, a dowser is somebody who gets answers from their subconscious some way or another. There's different ways to do it. Well, you're probably thinking, well, a dowser is that little old man who goes out in the field with a piece of stick and looks for water. Well, yes, that's correct. That is dowsing. Also, there's people who have those two little sticks that go together and apart. Those are called L rods. That's dowsing. And right now I'm going to show you how to start using a pendulum. That's dowsing. Some people use tarot cards or oracle cards. That's dowsing. It's just a way of getting your subconscious involved in decisions that you want to find answers to. Well, that didn't make a whole lot of sense, so I'm sorry, but I'm not good at YouTube or anything like that, so you're going to get me raw. I make mistakes whenever I speak sometimes, and I say a lot sometimes. Well, dowsing is very helpful. I've been doing this for over 15 years. I don't know how long. I can't remember the first time I even tried doing some kind of divination of this sort. It's been a very, very long time. And it's not something you can do overnight. Some people are blessed. They can dowse almost immediately. But there's a whole lot more to it. And I want to try to start going through the steps of it in an easy way, explaining to you so you don't have to struggle like I did. I enjoy dowsing. I'm fairly good at it. Nobody's ever 100% on anything, and I'm not claiming to be 100% great dowser. I'm never 100% correct on my answers. I'm never 100% on anything. And anyone who says they are has had failures, but they're not going to tell you about them. I'll tell you about my failures. What dowsing is not. It is not a party trick. It is not, in my opinion, and I'm going to be telling you all this through my opinion, it's not a fortune-telling device, because the future can only be told by our Creator. Whoever you believe your Creator is, or whoever you worship. I believe in God. I'm a Christian, and I believe that we are all given this opportunity to use this kind of tool to our benefit for our life. However, when we're growing up, we are not trained in it, because nobody in our lives, usually, there's going to be exceptions like other dowsers raising kids, but the religious groups do not condone dowsing. Man-made religious groups, which is practically everything that's out there. However, if you read the Bible and such, I'm not a Bible reader. There you'll find passages in there where, like, Moses laid down his staff and water began running. That is a form of dowsing. There's a few other passages in there. I don't know them right off the bat, but one of them includes using a black stone and a white stone for yes and for no. More or less, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to get yes and no with dowsing. All right, so pretty much that's it. Pause you for a second. Thank you. The dog was eating the cat food. Okay, so with dowsing, I like to have a notebook for my notes and a pen, and I take a lot of notes. I have a lot of notebooks from over the years where I write down inspirations, I write down how-tos or things I might want to check out, and I look at that once in a while. I use them constantly. Once they are closed, sometimes I refer back to them if I remember something that's in one. Sometimes I don't, but it's always going to be there for me to look at. So what we'll do right now is, if you would, you don't need a fancy pendulum like this. You can get a nut on a string, something heavy on a string. String is preferable. And the reason I say string is preferable is because sometimes an energy will find your metal part. And if it does, the metal part will travel up through the metal part, and it might go into your hand. The energy might go into your hand and cause your hand to ache a little bit. So with a string and a heavy object, that's going to be a separation of types of components here. One would be the cotton string, which I have, and one would be the pendulum, the metal pendulum. So I prefer that. If you want to put a chain on it, that's fine, no biggie. You can do what you want. But I'm just going to tell you how I do it and my beliefs and what I found and everything that I possibly have gone through, so that you'll know it whenever you go through it, if you go through it, or you can hopefully learn and not have to make a ton of mistakes. But like I said, this is my way. I'm teaching my way. There's others out there who don't they have comments about what I do. All right, let's put it that way. That's okay, because they have their own way. There is no one set school of dowsing that I know of. If there is, that's fine. You can ascribe to that. There's just different techniques that people use, but dowsing to me is dowsing. Well, let's move on. I'm gonna move the camera here. Like I said, I am not a famous editor of any kind of theatrical videos or anything like that, so you're gonna get raw me, okay? One moment. Let me do the fancy move here. There we go. Alrighty. So now that you have your pendulum on a string or a chain, whatever you want to do, you can set that aside for the minute. What I need you to do first off, let's start first off. You're going to need to more or less bond with your pendulum. And you can say something to say hello to it, talk to it. I intend to use you for good, and I expect truthful answers, and just talk to a little bit. Feel it. If you can feel energy running through it and into your hand, that's fine. Ooh, I just got a little zap. But just get used to having the tool in your hand, having the tool, just touch it, put your energy into this, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Your subconscious and your energy, your electrical energy from your body and your brain are going to work together to find the answers for you. And you're going to tap into a universal energy that has always been there. It always will be there. And it has all the information in it from the past into the future for forever. So just get used to your pendulum here, and you'll be good. Just, you can pause this video and take a few moments and talk to your pendulum, or hold it in your hand, or whatever you want to do. Okay, now that you're back, I want you to make an X on a white piece of paper with a pen or pencil, or I have a Sharpie marker here. I'm using blue. And I want you to do that, and then put little arrows at the end of each one of these little X's. So you have something like this, okay? And then on the top and the bottom, I want you to write the word yes, and to the left and to the right, I want you to write the word no. So you'll have like 4 directions with yeses and nos. Alrighty. Now this is the way I do it. Others do it differently, but I'm going to show you what I do, and I'll tell you why I do it. All right, so what we're trying to do here is learn to use our pendulum to get a yes and no answer. All right, so what we're going to do is hold it over top of our center cross on here and say, please show me my yes answer. And as you see, mine is going back and forth. Yours might not. It might just sit there. I've been doing this a long time. The energy knows what I want, and that's what I get. I get a yes. All right. If you do not get a yes, here's your other option. Flick it back and forth and let it swing yes, and keep saying, this is my yes answer. And just let it go until it stops. Okay, and it'll go for a while. And keep doing that until, keep flicking it until it goes in a yes motion for a very, very long time. I can keep this going for a while. But I'm not necessarily flicking it. Not at this point. When you get a yes and no, or yes and no answer without having to flick your pendulum back and forth or left and right, then you know you've got a strong yes there. And of course, the wider, I'm going to flick now, the wider it goes, the stronger the yes is. And you can even talk to it and say, this is how I want you to say yes. And the wider you go, the stronger the yes will be. Okay. So once you get your yes down, you can practice that for a long while. Then you can do the no. Okay. So I say, please show me my no answer. So mine will go left and right in a no fashion. Once again, if yours does not go into the no direction, flick it to the no and say, this is my no direction. And just let it go until it stops. And yes, you're going to see a little bit of hand movement. You're going to try your very hardest. Once you get these going, you're going to try your very hardest to get it to stop. And it might not want to stop because you are an electrical being and you're getting electrical charge in for these directions. So no, 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 no. This is my no direction. And the farther it swings is the more stronger the no answer. And then you can let it go and stop it if you want. Some people will probably comment on here that, oh, my yes is a clockwise spin. That is not what I want to do. My no is a counterclockwise spin, and that is not what I wanted to do. They'll abbreviate it CW for clockwise and CCW for counterclockwise. For me, that means something totally different. These two here are my yes and my no. And that is all I want this to do, is tell me yes or no. All right. So now that you've gotten this down, and you're going to practice and practice, because it doesn't come easy. Just keep practicing until you get a yes and a no answer without having to move your hand. It'll look like you move your hand, you are moving your hand, but you're not. Your electricals in your body are moving the hand, getting the information from your brain and your subconscious, from the energy out in the universe, somewhere that has the correct answer for you. You always want to have in mind that you want to get truthful answers, truthful yeses, truthful nos. So this is like the first part of learning. The second part of learning, I will teach you in the next video, and that will be the clockwise and counterclockwise spin. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a lot of fun with this, and I hope you enjoy dowsing as much as I do, and hopefully we can maybe even learn together. There's always new things out there to learn, so don't think that I have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. People will try to tell you they do, but they don't. There are too many answers out there to too many questions for anybody to have that much knowledge. So just enjoy the trip, enjoy dowsing, enjoy your life, and hopefully this will make your life decisions a little clearer, and it'll help you to make quicker, better decisions. Thank you, and stop again. Bye.